Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel, you know the drill. If you're new, hello, I am Diana, and for those of you who know me, I hope everybody is well. So I've been trying to weekly do sort of just life updates, like what's going on, because I wouldn't say vlogging because that's like a daily thing, and I don't have time, or I don't think my life's that interesting to be vlogging every day. I don't know. But did something did happen, and it was not like, oh my god. However, it affected me, and it stems from a little trauma that had happened in my life about a little over a year ago, and I'm just like so past it, and then when things come back up, I get triggered by it, and I want to react. And Diana has done so much good for herself, okay? And so many accomplishments, and going so far in life that I never thought I would be, that I have to really be mindful of how I react and how I deal with things. So sometimes that means just writing or filming it and there's a lot of things that I have filmed and then just erased, because I just needed to get it out. And I don't always want to call what very small group of friends I keep a super tight circle for this reason, because people are just not nice, and they just don't have good intentions these days. I don't know if it's the pandemic that affected people, the vaccine that affected people, if you caught COVID and it affected you, I don't know. But things have changed since the pandemic. People are just not nice anymore. And not that they were, the world was a great place. However, this is on another level. People are they have no class whatsoever. You hold a door for somebody, even the elderly, or if it's raining, or a woman with a child, nobody cares. Everybody is only seeing right in front of themselves, and it's all about themselves, and that's it. And I just don't rock like that. I've never been that type of person. I was just raised differently, and I don't know. So, I luckily did not get woken up, but I had received a text from a local area code. I go back and forth between two locations, and I almost don't even want to talk about where certain people live, where I stay most of the time, what you guys know what I do, as far as the peer recovery work, and went to school, and I got certified, and all of that stuff. But I could never ever give, that's all information I could never really divulge, except I could tell a story but never use anybody's name. So that's totally to the left. Bottom line is in the beginning of this little quarry that I had with someone, they had, I guess, passed out my number like a child to people, I think maybe that they worked with or something. I'm not really sure. And these people were calling me in the middle of the morning. So when people smoke too much uppers and they're up all night and you're watching the sunrise, come on. A girl's done a lot in her day, okay? 15, 16 years old. I know what it's like to be or on the party drug and be up all night watching the sun. And that's what this felt like to me. And this was right around the time me and this person had our real big falling out, right? And they had many more people that they could sick on me than I could them. I was outnumbered, but I most definitely could have done more damage. Let's just put it that way. The ranks are way different, and I don't say that to brag. It just is what it is. So, I was getting these horrible phone calls saying horrible things about my womanhood, of course, my age, because they are, younger. The one particular person this person was dealing with was significantly younger than me, right? So it's essentially dealing with children, They were like of age in their 20s, but dealing with children. So, or at least that's how they presented themselves. And in the beginning, it bothered me because my ego is that of a person who needs resolution. And I am the type that I will get you before you get me. And if by chance I miss you, I will make sure at some point I get you. That's how I used to really operate. Like, I'm going to get you even if it gets me in trouble type shit. And that's just not a way to be, because my freedom is far more important than any one trash bag that's talking nonsense and probably on drugs at that. So I had contacted this person's mother and let them know it either stops or legal action is going to happen. Like, I'm not going to go through this, and I'm definitely not changing my number that I have for businesses and I've had for so many years to have this stop. No, I'll put a block on these numbers. That's the best I can do. But they were using third-party apps. They were using, like those apps where you can get, who knows where area codes, things that didn't make, area codes that had no, like, not even close to the state we were in, you know what I mean? And they're like untraceable, there's no carrier to them. You could take a phone that's not even hooked up, and as long as you download the app, it will give you a phone number for like X amount of minutes or X amount of texts or whatever. So it went on for that morning, that period, and I had made contact with said persons. I'm not even going to say their name, but I had made contact with their mother, and their last name is super popular, so Lawless is their last name, and she actually has a YouTube channel. She, God bless her, she recovered through some sort of cancer, and God bless. I lost my father due to cancer, so I know, it's stressful. I mean, my father was on hospice. It was a real deal. And my soon-to-be father-in-law beat cancer twice. Second time he had to go through chemo and really have it rough. So we've had our fair share of some serious, bouts of health. So neither here nor there, I made contact with the woman who is not very nice. She's not very nice. She's just very nonchalant. And, of course, now these are her kids. So, look, a mother's going to take up for their kids regardless if it's wrong, right, or indifferent. I get it. I would do the same. But, however, the calls did stop. And so that's how I was able to attach that in fact, those were one and the same. That wasn't a random scam text or anything like that. That was a legitimate situation. So I think it was like 1:42 in the morning. I guess I didn't hear it. Thank God it didn't wake me up, because I would have been up and thinking about it. So that would have been 1:42 in the morning Saturday. I just get this random text from a local number, and just one sentence says, "I hope you're living a life of misery." And I'm thinking, no, I didn't see it till I woke up and, like, had my coffee or whatever. And, I'm like, do I tell Nick? What what do I do? Because he's going to be like, just ignore it, let it go. And I'm like, we're not doing this again, are we? Are we really doing this again? We're back here again? I mean, these people are, this is well over a year. Like, this can't be. And I don't even leave certain quarters of, I don't do anything that, yes, I keep it very, I got a routine, and I keep it very strict. So, I'm not just out bopping around and going out on the weekends, and I don't do those things, I've lived enough life for like 5 lifetimes. I've gotten in enough trouble for, 5 grown-ass men. Like, I'm done, I accomplished something that I don't even think has been accomplished in at least my county, maybe even my state, because I don't do the street deal anymore. I just don't do it. I am very much so trying to help people. I went to school to become a peer recovery advocate and specialist for that reason, to try to help people not end up getting twisted in the system, especially if they have a drug problem. That's why I did that. And, so I seen that text. I really didn't know how to react, except I said, let me call. And nobody answered. So I had left them a message letting them know, like, look, I will have to have this phone, I will hand my phone in. I will have records subpoenaed, and this will have to be taken to a legal matter, because this is not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I'm not doing this ever again. Grow up. My phone number is not for kicks, okay? It's for my family, and it's for if somebody, a doctor, business, that's it. That's what my phone is for. My phone is for me. I pay for it. It's for me to use. And should I give you the number, respect it. And if I have to, I will absolutely, continue harassment. So I went through the whole deal. Like, I left a whole spiel. Name names, who I assumed and, thought that it was. No threats. Like, we're not doing this. If I have to have a stay, because I don't even know what, I have to maybe when I go shopping on X day to X store, I have to worry that this person knows, X, Y, and Z about me, because, see, the friends that I had took 4 years of friendship and just spilled the beans to whoever they felt like. They just told my life story. And I was wrong and, Nick says to me, you let everybody know too much. And, well, I knew that these people for 4 years. I assumed that they were my, close friends. I looked at this person as a family member, regardless of anything, that was to happen in life, I looked at them as a and they turned around and ratted and just told my business, just like it was no big deal, for their benefit. And I don't like rats, okay? I don't do rats. We don't do that. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's not your story, not your life to tell. My story, my life, my choices, my mistakes. I paid, my past, not yours. Not you, not yours. Zip it. That's how I feel. So, yeah, I will absolutely do what I have to do to make sure it doesn't happen. And I'm not going to change my number. And I have a call filter, which sometimes even the legal numbers in my county, like I was going to the courts and stuff, I was going to the courts, like I subpoenaed the courts for a hearing. Not that I had gotten in any trouble. I have been in no trouble, thank the good Lord above, because I do nothing to get in trouble. But they couldn't even get through to my phone. Like it sent them to my voicemail and didn't even ring. It went through my call filter from my carrier. This didn't. So this is like a verified somebody's phone number. And it got through, and I guess maybe my ringer was low enough, or I was in a deep enough sleep, whatever. And it didn't wake me up, thank God, because I would have been up thinking about it. It would have affected my, sleep with, and Nick's sleep or whatever. And can't live like that. Not gonna live like that. Not gonna live wondering who knows what about me and what kind of car do I drive, and are they watching me and I don't know. I go out to a certain store I have a certain routine. It's easy to, I know how easy it is to learn somebody's, stuff, and then, people know your business, and I just can't take that chance. Just can't do it. My safety is important. My family safety is too important. Okay? I'm trying to, get a family cooking, and things are going, and I can't have it. I just can't have it. I've come way too far. I have so much work that I have to do as far as moving things. Please, like I have so much on my plate. And it's just unnecessary. I see a little fly. It's just unnecessary, and I'm not going to deal with it. I will allow the nearest police department deal with it. That's how I have to address it. Just is what it is. So that is kind of been what has been on my mind, it's Monday. I woke up Saturday with that, and, I kind of let it go. Nick, he helps me because he's very like, please, just let it be. Don't say anything threatening back. Just block it or whatever. If it gets worse, you go right to the precinct. Let them take care of it. Don't do anything, but let the police take care of it. And if you have to go to the court for an order of protection, let me know. If you need me to meet you down there, or whatever. And so that's where it's at. That's where it's at, I have to protect myself. People are crazy. People do things just for kicks, man. It's insane. And yeah, so that's what's gone on and been on my mind. And when it gets warm around this time of year, carpenter ants start to just appear. Usually they come through the vents. They got these little white wings. He's crawling up my curtain in here. They'll come through if you have a bad seal on your window. They'll come through. They're harmless. They don't do anything. They go away in I think the end of May. By the end of May, they end up, I don't know, hibernating or going wherever they go. But every year they come. But they're just so annoying. And they come through, they will fall through the vent. And we have a attic that we opened up, and you'll see on the black carpet of we have a theater room. You'll just see the wings, the clear wings, because they lose their wings. It's so weird. It's these. I wish I could flip the camera and show you, because it's they have these clear, very paper thin wings, and then I don't know. I guess they lose them or something. I don't know. It's so weird. I'm watching it, knowing I have to waste one of my puff tissues to kill this little bastard. I mean, you could just pick them up with your fingers. They're not going to do nothing, but they're extremely annoying. So yeah, that's what's going on around here. I don't know if I can get him with the one hand on the... Did I get you? Did I get you? I did, and you're still wanting to look. See? They're just like these, like little wings. It's so weird. Now, I sealed my whole window sill. I like sealed it and packed it because I thought that's where they were coming from. And then my honey said, no, I think they're coming from the vents, because he said when I went upstairs to use the bathroom, I seen them, just their wings on the floor. Then I said, when I went up there, I said, I see just the wings too on the black carpet. You can see the contrast of their clear, iridescent, well, not iridescent, but clear wings and the black carpet. So we have a safe insectant spray that I go around the house and spray, and then I even spray the windowsill and the vents. I had to order a new vent and filter, so not for that, but because it needed to be replaced. But yeah, guys, that's my main thing is these lawless people just won't seem to let a girl live. Like, let me live, man. Please. Ain't nobody care. Ain't nobody that interested in what you're doing. Okay? I don't get it. And if somebody can identify this phone number, it's like 631 741 3 something 1. I don't know. They don't accept private calls. But it is in fact someone's number, because they got through my call filter. And that call filter is not a joke. If, like, the Suffolk County court can't get through, it's obviously good. So, I don't know. Hopefully it's a not to be continued thing, because I can't do it. No. I've come way too far in life. I have way too many good things going on. So, I have an interview for my internship, because the internship can still be done while I'm working. So, that's at the end of the month. We did the Zoom call. It was just me, another lady. I think I put it in another video. So we'll see, like, what that's like. I don't know if I'm going to accept it or not, because I don't know if I really need it or not. It looks like that the hours that they give you, they are up for debate as whether or not they will be counted towards the accredited, like, board certification or not. So if they're not counted, then I don't know. So we will have to see. But that's that. So I will update you on anything else. Don't forget, thumbs up. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.